Let's come back to Nigeria now. Sapele, we'll be busy today. Cecilia, I'm wondering what you're still doing here. But
you actually kept me here, you know that.
You know, this one will be very good. This will be very good for everyone monitoring athletics in Nigeria.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a wonderful one. I mean, Sapele today is starting at 9, already on the way. You know, the opening ceremony for the Rio trials, talking about the athletes that will be representing Nigeria at the Rio Olympics. Some of them have made the standard. Some made it last year. But those who made it last year, you have to make the real standard here if you haven't made it this year. But like Blessing Okagbare, no issues. But you have so many athletes coming down. I think Yusuf Ali was saying yesterday that, look, this is the biggest they've ever had. The numbers of, you know, athletes that have actually put in and all that, some of them even paying their way down to Nigeria to come and compete. All of them want to go to Rio. And it's a good thing. It's going to be Sapele. And, you know, that's where Blessing Okagbare is from. Divine Oduduru and some other big athletes, top athletes, they're actually from there. I mean, when you're entering, you know, according to when I spoke to them yesterday, they said when you're entering, you know, the city, you know, you see the poster of Blessing Okagbare, you know, with the Nigerian flag, calling everyone to come to the stadium to come watch all smiles and all that. When you know the queen of African tracks, you know, she's right there going to be competing. You always want to go. Other big athletes, you know, the likes of Tosin Oke, you know, Tyron Kings, and so many of them will definitely be in action starting from today. Obina Metu, of course, everybody. Ese Brume, you know, she will also be in action. So many of them. We just can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Divine Oduduru. I mean, we've been looking for, we thought this guy is the next guy. We thought was going to be the one that would take over from the likes of Obina Metu. He's got a great upside, great potential, but he hasn't really lived up to expectation. He picked up an injury at the last African Senior Athletics Championships in Durban. Hopefully he's recovered fully for this particular competition, because I think it's one athlete that can really do Nigeria proud. That's right. You know, if given the right and support.
I totally agree. Definitely. Also looking forward to the ladies putting up good times. So
of course.
Take off the pressure. Take off the pressure from Blessing Okagbare. We want to hear, oh, this lady did this, that lady did that, another lady is showing promise, you know. So that can even motivate Blessing, you know, so she can look back and say, look, we keep saying and thanking God for bringing Ese Brume. Look at the Commonwealth Games. Ese Brume was a fantastic blessing to this country because she took off the pressure from Blessing with doing that jump. You know, just imagine if we have also, Blessing couldn't do the jump, Nigeria didn't win anything from the jumps. So this is a big message to the Athletics Federation of Nigeria to say, look, use these to monitor, to see ways that you can, you know, motivate athletes to do better. So Cecilia, when you get to Sapele, send her love and tell them we're monitoring the timings.
Of course we are.
And they're going to get better timings. They all know what they're rooting for. Everyone to go to the Olympics.
So they will all be striving to make you know, the time, especially very stiff one by the Athletics and Federation of Nigeria, which is a lot higher than what the IAAF set. And talking about Blessing, a lot of pressure now, a lot of pressure, not from Nigeria alone. Remember, she used to be the former queen of African athletics. That's right. She's no longer now. That's Morel Aure. So she has that personal pressure, you know, to actually, you know, regain her status as the #1 in Africa again. Combine that with all the hopes of Nigeria on her shoulders. I know. I don't want to be in a position at all
right now.
She's a great champion, and I know she can rise to the occasion.
And I know she's got good character too. She's just watching the situation. Whatever happens in Sapele, she's saying to the Ivorian, look, I'm coming back for my crown. Give me my title.
She just had the fastest time by an African in 200 meters this year. You know, she did that in Stockholm. You know, 2 weeks last week or 2 weeks
100 meters, that's the king. 100 meters.
Already is Team Nigeria. Are we just going there to add to the numbers? We'll talk about that right now on the program. Updates is that 6 Olympic wrestlers and 4 officials are going to Madrid. Look, guys, we keep talking about this. Yesterday we said basketball giving us reasons to smile. Wrestling, we've heard so much from the Federation, but of course they've also been complaining. But with this is heartwarming news.
Yeah, definitely. You know, most of them are saying we don't even have money to go for trials and all that. But some Federation decided to like, okay, let's see if we can have, you know, sponsors that can actually help us out. Right. Just take the athletes. There's 6 of them going, 4 officials. I mean, you're going to be having the likes of Amos, Daniel, Soso, Tamaru. You're having a Blessing, Obodurudu, Aminat, Deniyi. All of them will be competing starting on the 10th. I mean, they're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
Another opportunity for us, Tayo, to talk about Adekrui, also talk about Blessing Oborududu. I mean, Adeni won gold at the Commonwealth Games. And this is also another good result to talk about. Messi Genesis, a good revelation from the African Games. And then Amas Dani and Soso Tamara. What does this mean? It means despite all the talks, despite all the complaints, despite all the no money, someone can still pull this off.
Yeah, that's the bottom line right there. It's good to see some of these federations like the basketball, like wrestling actually taking charge. You know, there's no point complaining and not trying to do something about it yourself. And that's what we've seen with basketball and not with wrestling. It's going to help with preparations for the real games as well too. And that's what you have to do sometimes. We know what's going on in the country. It's not very palatable in terms of the finances and all that. So it's good to see Daniel Igali. You know, he's been very vocal about this particular situation in terms of preparing for the real game. But it's good to see him still working, still trying to make things happen for the wrestlers. And I'm looking forward to seeing the performance. It's going to be good exposure and good experience for them in Spain.
Another opportunity for us to, assess the team, talk about the team, see how ready the Federation is as regards the 2016 Rio Olympics. This is good news coming from wrestling. You get into a ditch and then you start, I'm inside this ditch. Find a way to come out. Get out of the ditch.
That's what it is. That's why I keep saying, boxing, we have just one athlete.
Do something for him. Let him make an impact. Table tennis, we have 4 players going. Let's make an impact. Weightlifting, we're still waiting. Are they going with just one or they're going with 2? We know the guys are not going. But let people start getting ready. Do the little you can. That might just make the difference.
Because when you have a minister knocking on the doorsteps of government to release money and you keep waiting and waiting, there's really no time to wait at all. No time. Now, reports from Atlanta and the USA where Team Nigeria is actually come talking about the Dream Team 6, right? But Nigeria under 23 squad. It's not pretty at all, Austin.
I know. Coming from this wrestling star, I was so scared going into that one. Like, what's going on at this stage, even with football, particularly knowing that we can get a medal from football. Not heartwarming story, Cecilia Tayo, because at this stage, if you can take a team to Atlanta, we should be saying, okay, good things can come out of it. Not what we're hearing that if the monies that they got from a sponsor is done, then they're left at the dark.
10 days. So they're actually waiting for the government, ministry, whoever. Just like they came on the rescue mission, last year in Senegal when they were playing for the qualifiers, they went ahead to win it, and money actually came out after much, suffering, so to speak, and everyone is actually making reference to the fact that they didn't have money, they didn't have so many things, but they went ahead to winning. But this is the Olympics. If they have to prepare, if they have to play all the friendlies outlined for them, the players need to be comfortable. They don't need to be thinking, after 10 days, what's going to happen? Are we going to get money? Are we going to get food, water? I mean, I think it's not really good.
Let me read this, Tyler. Let me read this, Cecilia. Hopefully someone from the Ministry of Sport is watching. We need to get out of this. It's not good. It's not sweet. Nigeria is facing the worst times in terms of Olympic preparation. And the Sports Minister, Solomon Dalong, appears overwhelmed. All the teams are facing hard times, and the minister seems not to have the solution out of it. There's cash crunch. He alleged that the 2.9 billion naira President Buhari released for the last All-African Games and Olympic preparation has been misused, but he has refused to probe the alleged fraud. And in all of these, the minister still says, look, we're going to have a better preparation than what we had for London 2012. And he's saying this is going to be better, but the entire federation, everyone, saying there's trouble. This is not nice.
There's trouble in football.
He almost cried on national TV because he can't understand. He's an Olympian himself. He's saying, wait a minute, what's going on? Is this how to prepare for the Olympics, the world's biggest sporting event?
Yeah, the writing is on the wall. I mean, we know what's likely to cut. The likely outcome of this situation. It's very obvious, and it's not going to come as a surprise to me and you and even the viewers. When Nigeria go to Rio and don't perform well. But you have to give credit to the NFF as well. It's another federation that has taken charge. They've ensured the under-23 side plays the friendlies. They were at the Swan tourney. They didn't do too well. Now they're back in Atlanta, now still preparing for the games. But what we're hearing from the reports, apparently they still need a lot more, money to carry out and see through this particular stage of the preparations. Hopefully the sports ministry can come through eventually, because it would be very sad if they have to cut short at this stage of the competition.
I know, very touching.
It's sad. I mean, for NFF to have been able to get a sponsor, you know, for them to even take them to Atlanta, it's something big. You know, when they actually talked about that, we're like, okay, let's wait if they can even travel there because of the cash crunch everyone is complaining about. But right now, they are there, and they just hope that more money can come. They can continue with that preparations that they're having.
Tayo, we did this yesterday. Let's do it again. I don't know.
Okay, you make the appeal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone
let's do it again. We want Nigeria to go to the 2060 Rio Olympics. Do you love sports? You can get in touch with the Nigeria Olympic Committee. You can get in touch with the federations that are going to the Olympics. Athletics Federation of Nigeria, Table Tennis Federation of Nigeria.